A woman of vision is someone that sees a need or sees a problem, and instead of saying someone should do something about that, she says, I'm going to do something about that. And it encourages us to go forth as bravely as they have gone forth and either help them fulfill their vision or create our own vision. But all of these women, they didn't realize what an inspiration they are to us and to everyone who knows them. And it's our privilege to honor them.
I'm Diana Wall. I'm a professor in biology and the director of the School of Global Environmental Sustainability, mouthful, at CSU. And I'm a researcher. I study soil ecology all over the world. I was recently awarded the Scientific Committee on Antarctic Research President's Medal. It was international recognition of the work that I've been doing in Antarctica for the past 23 years. By knowing that the soil organisms stabilize soils and affect food production, we're working to increase the productivity of the soil. I love my job because I'm constantly looking for discoveries in how things fit together. The passion is, can our science, what we love to do, can that make a difference at a larger scale for people?
My name is Guadalupe Salazar. I am the director of El Centro, which is a support program for Latino students and all students in particular, retaining them, making sure that we enhance their learning. It's just telling them how important it is for them to go to class, read their books, take good notes, ask good questions. And that's my role, is that if I can't help them personally, I try to find other folks that can. And I love what I do.
I'm Candace Mayo. I'm the Executive Director with Fort Collins Habitat for Humanity. I'll be retiring soon after 12 years with Fort Collins Habitat for Humanity. We now are beginning our 50th home, and we've built 136 homes in foreign countries. And to see the families just blossom and continue their education and see the kids do so well in school, all of that is a byproduct of receiving your first home. It totally changes a family's life. Working for Habitat for Humanity is really, it matters. It matters to those families and it matters to our community.
I am Teresa Mueller, and currently I am on more than a dozen charitable boards, either as a director or as their treasurer. And I use my skills to better the charity so that they can generate more funds. And if we can better a charity, or if we can better the community, it helps the greater community in general.
My name is Kelly Peters. I'm the Director of Business Retention and Expansion for Northern Colorado Economic Development Corporation. I've worked for the cities of Loveland, City of Greeley, City of Fort Collins. The thing I'm most proud of is helping to build this entrepreneurial ecosystem so that we continue to put out of this region innovation. I see that if I do my job correctly, a lot of people will have sustainable jobs. And ultimately, that's what feeds my soul.
I'm Denise Burson-Freestone. I co-founded Open Stage Theater with my husband, Bruce, in 1973 in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I still serve as the artistic producing director of the organization. In our 25th anniversary in the late 90s, we received the Governor's Award for Excellence in the Arts. Last summer, we received the Colorado Henry Award for Outstanding Regional Theater. And we are just beginning our 40th anniversary season in September of this year. And I think that we have the potential of truly creating an artistic mecca here in Fort Collins, not just for artists, but for the entire community, that the community embraces arts and becomes part of the creative process.
I'm Elizabeth Carney. I'm a lawyer in Berthoud, Colorado, and I've helped with the Wildfire Community Arts Center and the Berthoud Historical Commission, bringing those online in the last 10 years. Our goal with the Art Center was to provide that piece of what we believe should be part of everybody's everyday existence. To be given permission to be creative. When they realize, I can do this, I can dance, I can paint, I can make a short film, I can make a piece of jewelry. To say, I'm an artist. And what that means is you don't make your living as an artist. It means you're giving expression to that piece of yourself that needs to do that for every person.
I am Cheryl Miller Thurston, and I'm the founder of Cottonwood Press, Moonlighting Teachers, Scattershot Entertainment, and Closet Accordion Players of America. There's nothing more rewarding to me than when an audience erupts in laughter at something I've written. That is the biggest high in the world. We all are creative and are meant to be creative. But that creativity can take many forms. People can be successful in wildly different ways. We need to figure out the route to let us express our own creativity in whatever way that is. But we need to recognize that it's there. We all have it.
My name is Lindsay Derringer, and I'm 16, and I planned the Hunger Pains 5K race, which was a benefit for the food bank for Larimer County. Final tally was a little over $7,000, and we gathered around 400 pounds of food on race day. My mom has been a huge inspiration, just looking up to her as a role model. She and I first started volunteering together, so she's the one who really instilled in me the value and the feeling that volunteering brings you, and always be on the lookout for new opportunities to help the community and serve others.
My name is Dr. Deborah Crawford, and I'm a pediatrician with a specialty in the field of child abuse. I examine children when there's a concern for sexual abuse, physical abuse, or neglect. I work at Salute Clinic, and I also am a volunteer at the Child Advocacy Center on their board of directors and part of the multidisciplinary team in Fort Collins. The beauty in getting this honor is that it gives me a chance to bring awareness to the issue. People assume that abused children are downtrodden and have no hope for the future, but really they're survivors, and it's inspiring to see how they bounce back.
My name is Mary Jo Baronato, and I'm a district court magistrate, and I was nominated because of my work with juvenile offenders and the programs we try to create to help them. When you believe in a child and you see them for who they are, really are, I think that's the greatest gift you can give them. When they understand that you are going to be straight with them. Straight. That doesn't mean you're telling them what they like to hear. You're going to be straight with them. They get it. And they try harder. And if they can try harder, or if they can see that they have value, they do great things. And I want to believe that in that child's darkest moment, they will know that someone believed in them.
I'm Carol Ramey. I'm an editor and author. I'm the director and founder of Vintage Voices, Inc., a nonprofit agency, and I take interactive arts programs into long-term care facilities. I hope I've given them an hour of celebrating to maybe put a spark into some dormant mental capacities, to re-enthuse them, to show them that they're still creative, just to be a reminder of all the good that is still in their lives, that silver lining. On my worst day, I walk in and do an hour program, and I am not the same person when I walk out, because during that hour I too have celebrated, I've learned something new, I've engaged with people who have enriched my life, and it changes everything.
To be a woman of vision in this context, I think, is to be recognized for doing something that you love. And I think that's amazing.
When you do things that you really love, you're happier all the way around, and you will tend to accomplish a whole lot more.
And when I finally learned to just follow my feelings, follow what feels right, to me, it's never been wrong. It doesn't mean there haven't been mistakes, but it's right.
The personality traits that are most important for success would be a confidence in your intuition about the right thing to do, and also a humility to admit it when you've made mistakes.
Gather people around you who will help you be confident and persistent and dedicated to what you want to do.
Our lives are so short. If we just sit back and watch, I would go crazy. I absolutely want to embrace challenges and continue to be a fixer throughout my entire life.
But for me, it's just better to say, what can I do? How can I be of service? If we're really serious about making a difference, then we have to ask ourselves, what can I do?
Don't be afraid to dream big, and everything will come with hard work. So as long as you work hard and persevere through obstacles, you can do it.
It's all about passion. If you love what you're doing, then you will accomplish. You will be accomplished, and you will lead others right behind you if you are passionate about it.
To ignite a fire in others, make sure your own torch is burning. And I believe that to find true success, you've got to be enthusiastic. You maybe need a little moxie and maybe need to be a little deluded to think that you are the one that can do it. But in the end, if you have that enthusiasm and zest for it, you'll find success and hopefully along the way, ignite a few others.
The higher you climb, when you get to the top of the cliff where you decide to jump off, that's the risk. Will I jump? Will I jump, and will I believe that I will soar? And so the higher the cliff, the higher you soar.
To be a woman of vision means that you can see the possibilities, even if they're not apparent to anyone else, and you can make them breathe. So it's not just a vision anymore, it becomes reality.